Welcome. This is a video about how to use ChefMod's inventory app to make a par level order. Inventory is ChefMod's newest feature, so we're making a series of videos and explainers so that it can be more widely adopted. It has a lot of functionality and different users will get different uses out of it. So have a watch of this, think about how it can benefit you and how you can get the information you need out of the system using inventory. This is specifically about par level orders. We can also talk about a bunch of other ways of using it, which we have done and will do in other videos. Also, please have a look at the quick start guides, which were published when the feature came out. If you haven't already done so, those give you a lot of information about how to set up the basics of inventory. This is a slightly more niche feature. This is a test environment. In a real environment, you would set things up in a way which makes sense for you, generally associated with the space in your restaurant, how you move through it, how you count the things in it, how you use it. We can do three things in this section. We can create an inventory item. That would be creating an inventory item, which generally is not linked to a purchase item. So that might be a prep item that you make. We can create a par level order, which is what we're going to do today. And we can do a formal inventory, which is part of your time-specific monthly or bi-weekly inventory, which you'll do in your restaurants, in which case you'll do all the sections in 1 or 2 days. Today, we're just going to do a par level order and just of this section. Okay, so I'm going to start par level order. It's going to launch this screen. So for simplicity's sake, I'm going to enter 0 in every field. For this demonstration, we just left every item at 0. In a real world case, you would go through your section and you do a proper inventory, but only of the items you want to order. You actually can leave blanks and skip items, which you can't do in a formal inventory. Okay, perfect. Looking through this, we see our blue shields on the right-hand side. So after we've hit par level order, then we go to the next screen where we see our suggestions. These are suggested by ChefMod. The suggestion numbers appear in the box to the left of the shopping cart, and you can change them with the plus or minus icons on either side of them. Okay, so I'm going to move all selected items to cart. We have 2 different vendors here, Baldor and Driscoll. We're over a minimum for both. So it's as simple as that. We have created our order from a section, and we can go through the regular ordering process now through may we suggest, ways to save, review, and finally submit the order. Let's go directly to review order. And we're now at final review stage. This countdown under Driscoll tells us how much time we have left to order. With Baldor, we have more time. Indicates there's some specific savings that are specific to ChefMod here. We also have the option of creating a standing order, which in this case we're not going to. Okay, so now I'm going to submit order for all vendors. Okay, so that's submitted. Another way that we can do this, we can use par level order or count inventory actually. We use the 3-box icon, which represents inventory. And that way we can run an inventory on a specific vendor rather than a section. So we can start par level order here. And then again, having zeroed everything, we're going to see what the par level suggestions are. So at this point, we're looking at the list that the system has generated based on our pars. Now this is for all of Baldor for this location. So that's a lot of items. This is a different use case to what we looked at before. So we need to go through it, edit it, and make sure it matches what we actually need. We need to use our judgment when using this tool. So when we're satisfied, as before, we move on to making this into an order. We'll add all selected items to cart. And then we get quite a large cart value. And then we can go through the same process here of editing out items. We could also look at alternatives for certain things, which might come on a different day. And then we move through the ordering process through, maybe suggest ways to save, review, and finally we can place the order. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching. Please reach out if you have any questions at all.